Okay, hi all. So we're looking at geography today and what geography means to us and how geography is different in high school. So I know some people might have done a little bit of geography, some people might not have done a little bit of geography. It's all different for everybody. So the first thing we need to think about is what is geography? Now, geography means different things to lots and lots of different people. So if we look at the word geography, what it actually means is the geography, geo, is about the earth and the world, and graphy means study of. So when we're thinking about geography, we're thinking about the study of the world. What is it? And everything to do with the world and what's within the world. So that's what geography is. And at high school, we look at lots and lots of different areas of geography. We look at physical geography. So physical geography is all about nature and what the Earth's made. So things like rivers and coasts, volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, tropical storms. We look at mountains. We look at valleys. We look at how the Earth has been shaped by its own processes. So it's also things like natural hazards. We look at things like tropical rainforests and different biomes, different ecosystems like the desert and like Mediterranean areas. So that's what physical geography is. And the other side, if we think about what's in the earth, in the world, we've got humans. So human geography is all about how humans have affected the earth, how humans have affected the world. So we think about cities, we think about populations, we think about the economy, so how money is distributed. And we really investigate in geography what effect that has on the world in general. The other side, there is a third side, is environmental geography. And environmental geography is a combination of the two. We look at physical geography and how humans have affected physical geography. So it's things like climate change. One of the biggest issues that will affect you as year 5 moving on and growing up today, really. So they are the 3 different areas of geography. So very, very simply, geography is the study, graphy, of the earth and everything within it. And you can see from this nice little image all the different features that we use. So we use maps, we think about compass points, we think about contour lines and the shape of the earth, and we really investigate what happens within it. So that's what geography is. So on your sheets now, you have a little sheet at the top. What is geography? So the first thing I want you to do is write your own definition of geography for me. And then the second bit is a little bit more about what geography means to you. So what does geography mean to you? How are you part of the world? What are your issues? What are your links to the world? Don't just think about very simply, think outside the box a little bit, because as geographers, that's what we're trying to push. We're trying to push you to try and think outside the box, try and think about all different aspects of your connections to the world. So who, what, where, when, and why, the 5 different 5 key questions that as geographers we always need to ask. Okay, so what is geography to you? I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to have a think about that, get it written down, and really think in detail about it. So if you are teaching, can you pause this video? We'll carry on. Thank you. Okay, the next bit that I want you to look at is geography and you. So I've tried to get you to think about what geography means to you and how you are part of the world. And as young people moving into high school quite soon, geography will be a big issue. And geography as a subject is one of the most important subjects, in my opinion. I know I'm speaking as a bias. I know I'm a geography teacher, so I will think that. But if we think about the world and the future, geography is a key part of that future. And if we understand geography, and if we understand our physical world, and we understand our human world, and we understand how we affect that, we can have a massive, massive impact moving into the future. So think about how your parents might be affected. Think about how your grandparents are affected. So where do they come from, what jobs have they done in the past, where have they been. We can even think about things that we use day to day. So technology is part of geography. Where do we get it all from? Who makes it? Who designs it? So, for example, Apple products, they are designed in California in the United States of America, but they're made in lots and lots of different parts of the world. So they've got big manufacturing plants in China, in Taiwan, in Bangladesh, and all of these different countries geographically all come together to assemble a lot of the technology that you use. We've got cities. So you can see on this image here, we've got Paris, we've got New York, and we've got a city being built and added to in Washington. So cities, and over the past sort of 60 years, we've seen the growth of a massive, massive city called a megacity. These are cities with over 10 million people within them. And as geographers, we look at those different cities. Have you been to any different cities? Okay, so that's another connection. We can see here what are the main exports of different countries. So, for example, in Australia down here, we get a lot of our coal, or we've got Russia supplying a lot of petrol and oil. We've got a lot of Africa as a continent supplying a lot of oil and a lot of the raw materials that we need in order for us to progress. We've got Canada supplying lots of motor vehicles. We've got transport equipment in Brazil. We've got normal manufactured goods coming from the USA. So lots and lots of different countries combine to give us the things that we need day to day. We've got physical geography. So things like coastal environments, things like different landscapes. So have you been on holiday anywhere where you've seen some of these different environments? So have you been to the seaside? Have you been to this images of the Lake District looking down from Hal Valley? Have you been to any of these areas? Geography in you also looks at where you live. So this is Staffordshire. We've got Stoke-on-Trent. We've got North Staffordshire. Newcastle's over here. Chesterton's around about there where my mouse is. We've got Stafford. We've got East Staffordshire. This is where you live. So geography should give you an understanding about where you are. We've also got the UK and the 4 different countries that make up the United Kingdom: Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland. And gives you an understanding and gives you a sense of place. Where are you? We think about normal things like transport. Okay, so how does geography affect you? Now, what you're going to do today is you're going to look at your own global connections. And I'm going to give you an example of mine, and then I'm going to let you do your own. So I've given your teacher your resource, and you've also got an extra map to try and find the different countries. I want you to think about 5 key things that you could not be without. So would it be clothes? Would it be your favorite food? Would it be your parents, your grandparents? Where are they from? How are you interlinked with different countries? Would it be your technology, so your games console or your bike? Would it be the music you listen to, or the favorite films of yours? Where are they made? Who's part of them? Do they come from different countries? Okay, or somewhere you really want to visit, or somewhere you've been on holiday. So have you been to Spain? That's a link with geography and where you are. So as an example, I've done mine. So this is the map you're going to be given. Now, I've got lots of different global connections as a geographer. I was born in Longton. I've always wanted to visit the Himalayas, where Mount Everest is, the highest mountain on earth. My favourite takeaway is a curry that comes from India. I would love to go and see the landscapes of New Zealand being where they film Lord of the Rings, and it's got lots and lots of different diverse landscapes. I went to the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean with my wife on my honeymoon. Peru as a country right down here in South America is very, very interesting geographically to me. New York, I've been twice, and that's my favourite city. A lot of the technology, like my MacBook that I'm talking to now, or my phone, it comes from California in the United States of America. So me living in Stoke-on-Trent, I've got lots and lots of different connections to the world. And this is what I want you to be thinking about. So you've got your own map, and it looks like this. What I want you to do is produce your own map to show the different global connections that you have. So on your map, you should have this. I'll just show you on my screen. Just bear with me a second. you should have this. So you've already filled in what geography is and what geography means to you. You've got another map on the other side, this one, to really think about it. I've given you some key things to think about. So clothes, where are your clothes made? Check the inside of your clothes to see where that was made, or what was the last song you listened to and where was that band or singer from? The food you ate last night, where was it grown? Where has it come from? Where, for example, if you had a pizza last night, where was that thought about? That was thought about in Italy, sorry. Where your friends or family come from? Have you got anybody who comes from a different country? What languages do you learn in school? Do you learn French? Do you learn Spanish? You might want to add that. What was the last film you watched? Where was that set? Or where have you been on holiday? So think about your global links. And in the same way that I've done mine, I want you to have a go at doing yours. Okay? So have a good think about your global connections. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do that. Have a good think, discuss it with the people on your table, discuss it with your teacher if you need to. So teachers, if you can pause this, and we'll carry on in a second. Now, to summarise, I want you to think about geography and you. So you've given your global connections, you've had a good think about it. How do you think geography affects you? How is geography important? Why is geography important? So you've got 3 questions there. How do you think geography affects you? Why do you think it's important to study geography? And what does geography mean to you now? Now we've thought about our own global connections, and now we've thought about the importance of geography. What do you think it means to you now? So have a good think and fill in the questions on your resource, please. It's here. Okay. Okay, everybody. Thank you. And if you want to let me know how you get on, please email, ask your teachers. That'd be fantastic. Thank you, everybody.